And I see that inside of the mall, of course, they have the stores, is the main part that they control conversion rates. But there are many malls that they have supermarkets as well. And normally on the supermarkets, we talk internally on the company that the conversion rate is not the big point because normally the person is going to buy. So for supermarkets, what is the real KPI that makes sense to them?
I will say differently. Maybe before pandemic was not necessary to do the counting. During the pandemic, only the supermarkets has been open and pharmacies. And we as a first company that was working with real-time data since 2011 came also with the occupancy solution on the global level, a screen solution that is saying safe to enter or not to save as a first mover on the market. So we saw other solutions later, but we see that ours was more stable and we had a huge success integrating and rolling out for many thousands of the supermarket stores across the Europe and Asia. So I will say that during the pandemic, supermarkets, this is the first 2 years where the supermarkets has feel competition, online competition. Retailers has been competing with online stores for many years, but the supermarkets, the pandemic has just moved this much forward or faster. So yeah, you will still go to the supermarket to buy something, but I will probably not buy as much I was buying before, because if you look at my home, my wife is actually ordering online, so we get fresh food delivered every Tuesday, and we can cook and everything until Friday. So we go just to supermarket on Monday and in the weekends, as we don't have a time during the other days. If we need something necessary, bread, milk and everything, then we go. So yeah, conversion rate is still there, but the basket size is really low. So this means that the supermarkets need to focus on the more effective campaigns. They need to focus on the different events, on the understanding understanding the square meter price, so they can actually offer a different square meter prices to their suppliers. So how the supermarkets works today is that if you're a supplier, you need to pay for the space that you are actually exposing your product. So if you want to also to show your product in the magazine of the supermarket, you need to pay for that advertisement. If you want to show on their website, you need to pay off that advertisement. During the pandemic, you as a supplier already got your web shop. So now you are earning or you're selling directly to the consumers. So I'm buying directly from the web shop to avoid to go to the supermarket. So in this case, you as a supplier, if you go and ask for space in the supermarket and you see the price is high, probably you will consider if you will go into that supermarket or if you will just keep selling through your web shop. So in this case, if you are going to pay that price for exposing your product, you will also ask for data. So you will ask how many are passing by, how many are stopping, how this position is visited compared to the other positions, so A, B, C, D position. So maybe in 1 month you don't like that position. So you go back to the supermarket and say, how can you help me? Can you give me better position so I sell more, because I'm paying a lot for the square meters? And they can say, yes, you can pay more, but we can guarantee you that there will be like 10 times more visitors in this area. Or you can go to the D position and actually pay less.
So we can say that after pandemic, there are two main needs that has been opened. That is the control of people to offer secure for consumers. Also the attract more consumers because everybody's buying online. But also there is other thing that they can do it with data. That is heat maps, and also probably the time that people stay in a zone that service needed to have quality. Or I'm wrong with that?
Yeah, basically they need to understand customer behavior. So they need to understand how they are moving across the supermarket. They need to track them. They need this data to provide to suppliers. And it will provide them everything. It will provide them heat maps. It will provide them the full checking analytics. They can even track a single person across the mall. They can even track a single person across the supermarket. So yeah, the supermarkets. This is the first year, over the last 2 years. This is the first time that they are facing online competition.